go.
Ballroom Throwbacks, we're here live. You already know, we in Florida, Hollywood to be specific. I want to go to Miami, I haven't been. It's looking like I'm not going to make it. But we're currently in the mix at Sierra Mizrahi's FACE2FACE African Affair Ball. And right here I'm standing here with
Elegance Bratton.
Elegance Bratton. Now, currently I've been seeing Elegance Bratton in a couple states I've been traveling to, doing my thing, and we've been talking, and he's actually doing a documentary. You mind telling people about it?
Sure. Again, my name is Elegance Bratton, directing a film called Peer Kids to Life. It's a story of the homeless LGBT youth who consider Christopher Street and the piers to be their home.
And by the way, if anybody don't know where Christopher Street is at, that's downtown Manhattan, close to like Chelsea by the pier.
Yes.
And how do you feel this relates to like people in the ballroom scene?
Well, I mean, it relates to people in the ballroom scene like directly. Like Crystal, one of the major participants in the film, she's a ballroom person. She actually moved from Kansas City to New York to become a part of the House of LaBeija because she saw Paris burning, right? Well, actually, because she saw the Queen, that old Crystal LaBeija clip from the 60s, right? But now she's a LaBeija. And then as far as like how it's relevant to the ballroom, a lot of us are going through it. The film is about homelessness, the film is about struggle, the film is about overcoming difficulty, and that's what the ballroom's all about, is like being brilliant and creative in the face of like the most difficult circumstances.
And like, that's kind of like a touchy topic too, and a lot of people don't really like get into that. That's really dealing with reality. Yes. But like, what inspired you to come up with this idea?
The reason I'm making Peer Kids to Life is because when I was 16, my mother pushed me out of the house for being gay. And the first place I went to, because I'm from Jersey, was Christopher Street. I basically got on the train, I had $20, I saw 3 black gay men voguing, actually, laughing, singing, having a good time, and I was so panicked, I just followed them, and they led me to Christopher Street, and I've been going back and forth to Christopher Street for years and years and years. When I got out of the Marine Corps, it was the first place I went to. When I got into Columbia, it was the first place I went to, and what kind of blew my mind is that there were still people, young people, like I was, living outside, living in Christopher Street. Yeah, so that's why.
Tell the people how to
Sure.
actually like find out about the documentary and look it up.
Well, I mean, the most important thing I can tell you is that we have a Kickstarter up right now. We've been going for 2 weeks. Our goal is $30,000. So far, we've raised about $17,000, which is just incredible. If you want to find us, Google Peer Kids to Life on Kickstarter. Go to our website, www.peerkidstolife.com. You can find everything about the Kickstarter. We need as much help as we can get to reach this goal. And once we reach this goal, like the whole purpose of this film, the whole inspiration of this film is because when I was a kid, my mom just did not understand me. And I thought if there was just a movie out there that could help people who kind of talk about things, you know, I think one of the reasons people get kicked out because parents just don't get it, you know? And these aren't like huge breaks. These are like just miscommunications. So the purpose of this film is to exist so that like poor working class families of color have a guide. So they can sit down, watch this with their kid and say, you know what, that kid who, they may have been born a boy, decided to become a girl, but that's still my baby, that's still my child, and there's no reason. Nobody wants to live outside. So again, www.peerkidstolife.com. That's how you find us. Donate to our Kickstarter, follow us on Facebook. I'm telling you, this movie's coming, it's gonna change the freaking world.
And it is. And I'm about to go back in and make sure everything is running smoothly on the camera. And Elegance is trying to help the world. And I really appreciate that. We were talking earlier briefly about this. We've had this interview scheduled.
Yes.
So I just felt like, well, we felt like we had to share this with the world. And it really does need to be.
And thank you so much. Ballroom Throwbacks is the shiznit. Love it. Can't believe I'm on it. Look, Ma, I made it, son.
Ballroom Throwbacks.